Hey guys, it's Rachel from Entrepreneurship the First Year, and today is day 20. So, as I've talked about for the last couple of days, tomorrow I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out. So today is really about making sure all systems that are put in place are really self-sustaining. My husband is going to be monitoring some stuff to make sure that if any crazy questions come up or if someone buys something, that he can make sure to ship it out. But other than that, I want everything to run smoothly, and I don't want for him to have to do much. So, a couple of things that I want to cover today. The main thing I want to talk about is the biggest issue that I ran into and the biggest mistake I've made so far, and I want for you guys to learn from it. So originally what I was thinking was I put 90% of my products for sale on Etsy. That's because Etsy has the more competitive pricing as far as the cut they take out of my income. They also have the better marketplace as far as the right kind of audience. They have people who are searching for one-of-a-kind handmade art objects. But what I liked about the 2 to 5% of my inventory that I was putting on eBay was that it had that competitive edge. It was like launching a new product every time I put something new up. The problem I ran into is that my current following is not large enough to actually create a competitive market. So there's not enough people who are invested in getting one particular item in order to drive that bidding war. Another huge issue with eBay that you don't have with Etsy is that with Etsy you have this immediate, I want that item, I buy it, I pay for it, you fulfill the item purchase. With eBay, it's this bidding thing, and then when you're the highest bidder, you have to pay, and eBay gives you 48 hours, but if the person doesn't want to pay in 48 hours, then they try to work it out with you. If they don't like the shipping costs, then they try and ask you to change that. So ultimately, eBay was a terrible decision. And here's the other reason it was a huge issue. I spent $200 driving traffic to eBay because I wanted people to have that competition for those two items that I have for sale. Again, my following isn't big enough. I don't have that repertoire, and I don't have that customer review basis in order to drive that competition. So when all those $200 worth of people and viewing went to eBay, they didn't see 90% of my work. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all of that traffic that I originally had on eBay and I'm moving that back to Etsy. I'm putting everything for sale on Etsy. I'm making the pricing more competitive, more straightforward. And when I drive traffic to one individual Etsy item, what's going to happen is those people are also going to see my other work on the side, or they might click on my studio and see all of the different works that I have. So it's going to be driving traffic more efficiently and more effectively. Couple of other things, like I said, today I got my tax return, so in order to prepare for once I'm done recovering from my wisdom teeth, I've actually ordered a ton of fabric in bulk. As I said at the very beginning of this series, one of the biggest things I wish I had been able to prepare for ahead of time was having that financial backing to buy a bunch of materials in bulk. I'm saving money on shipping. I'm not having to pay any kind of taxes because I'm buying from wholesale retailers outside of the state of Texas, and I'm able to get that wholesale pricing. So I'm now buying somewhere between 10 and 12 yards of fabric instead of 1 yard of fabric here, 1 yard of fabric there. So I'm actually cutting out $12 per yard of fabric, and I'm getting free shipping on top of that. So that's ending up saving me a ton of money, and that's awesome. So in addition to those things, I think those were the major things. Again, I'm going to be changing where my ads are going, where I'm driving my traffic. I am ordering a bunch of supplies because I'm very excited for that. And another thing that I wanted to mention as well, one of the things that happens is when I drive all of that traffic to eBay, those people are only seeing 1 or 2 items. Let's say they really like my craftsmanship, but they don't like the one item that's for sale. By driving them to Etsy, they're seeing that variety, and let's say one thing's not exactly right, they go to my site and maybe they find something that's a better fit for them. One last thing, and then I'm done for today. Easter is coming up. So one of the things I'm focusing on now, which I realized after I started photographing my most recent works, is that I'm going to start trying to build works that are more oriented toward Easter. I made a rabbit, and I'm making a couple of smaller animals. I made a duckling, those kinds of things. So the next couple of pieces I make, I'm going to orient them toward being sold for Easter basket goodies for maybe older children. Anyways, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys can avoid some of the mistakes I've been making, and you guys have a great day. Again, tomorrow I will not be on because of my wisdom teeth unless I recover overnight, which I highly doubt will happen. So in that case, I will check in with you guys in a couple of days. I hope you have a great day. Bye.